Greetings, fellow seekers. Today we turn our gaze to the skies where a predator of legend soars in search of prey, the Manticore. A terror of the wildlands, this hybrid monstrosity combines the worst aspects of lion, bat and scorpion into a singular nightmare. Its barbed tail's spikes strike from afar, while its claws and fangs tear through even the toughest armor. Cunning, cruel and utterly without mercy, the Manticore is a hunter that thrives on suffering. Join us as we explore the origins, anatomy and sinister tales of these brutal apex predators. The Manticore's origins are veiled in mystery, its form so unnatural that scholars struggle to trace its lineage. Some believe it was the result of dark experiments, creatures shaped by forgotten sorcery, once bound as guardians but later loosed upon the world. Others suggest manticores have always lurked in the wilds, their monstrous traits a grim reflection of the natural order gone awry. What is certain is their long history of terror. Tales of manticores stretch back to the earliest civilizations, where they were feared as relentless hunters of the unwary. Unlike many magical creatures, manticores are not tied to any one location. They roam from desolate badlands to shadowed forests wherever the hunt takes them. They are apex predators in every sense, existing only to feed, dominate and kill. At first glance, a manticore resembles a massive lion, standing nearly 10 feet long and weighing several hundred pounds. However, any illusion of familiarity is shattered upon closer inspection. Its grotesque features betray its monstrous nature, a pair of enormous bat-like wings extending from its back, and a long spined tail lined with jagged venomous barbs. Its tail is its most infamous weapon, launching barbed spikes with deadly accuracy. These spikes can be fired at great distances, allowing the manticore to weaken its prey before closing in for the kill. While not limitless, its spikes regrow quickly enough that the beast is rarely without them. It weakens prey from a distance, before closing in with razor-sharp claws and powerful jaws, capable of tearing through flesh and bone alike. But its physical prowess is only part of what makes it truly fearsome. A manticore possesses a cruel, predatory cunning, more intelligent than a common beast, yet lacking the discipline or foresight of more advanced creatures. It understands the hunt, waiting for the right moment to strike, and using its superior mobility to exhaust and overwhelm its prey. It can speak common in a rough, guttural voice, though it does so with little eloquence, often using simple, mocking phrases to toy with its victims. Some hunters claim that manticores take pleasure in the suffering of their prey, lingering just out of reach before moving in for the final, brutal kill. Manticores are not strictly solitary, though they rarely form lasting alliances. Mated pairs remain together for a time, particularly while raising young, but beyond this, their relationships are often opportunistic. They may temporarily work alongside other evil creatures, such as hobgoblins, orcs, or even powerful spellcasters, but their self-serving nature makes them unreliable allies. Their cooperation is dictated by hunger and self-interest rather than loyalty, and once their needs are met, they are quick to abandon or even turn on their former allies. When hunting, a manticore prefers to strike from the air, using its speed and aerial advantage to weaken prey before moving in for the kill. It will often circle at a distance, launching volleys of deadly tail spikes to soften up its quarry. Once it sees its victim falter, it swoops down to finish the hunt, rending flesh with its powerful jaws and claws. Unlike simple beasts, a manticore kills not just for sustenance, but for the sheer pleasure of the hunt. It is a cruel predator, toying with its prey and prolonging their suffering for its own amusement. There are grim tales of manticores allowing victims to flee only to track them over miles, striking again and again until exhaustion leaves them defenseless. Despite their brutality, manticores are not without fear. A serious injury or overwhelming force may drive one away, but this is rarely the end. Manticores have long memories, and those who wound or best them should expect retribution. A manticore does not forget its grudges. It bides its time, waiting for the right moment to return and settle the score. To face a manticore is to fight a predator that revels in cruelty. It does not charge headlong into battle, but instead weakens its prey from a distance, launching volleys of spined projectiles before closing in for the kill. Shields and cover are vital against this onslaught. Without protection, even the most seasoned warrior will find themselves at its mercy. Flight is its greatest advantage, allowing it to dictate the battlefield at will. Damaging its wings, forcing it into dense terrain, or restricting its movement can turn the tide in battle, but this must be done quickly. A grounded manticore is still a deadly opponent, its claws and fangs capable of rending flesh with ease. Yet even after the fight is won, a manticore's malice lingers. If it survives an encounter, it will remember those who dared to challenge it. Some who have wounded a manticore and lived to tell the tale later found themselves hunted, their campfires watched from the shadows, their nights haunted by the knowledge that the beast was not yet finished with them. The manticore's reputation has earned it a place in countless myths and cautionary tales. One such story speaks of the Butcher of the Crags, a manticore that ruled the highlands for decades. Villages were left abandoned as its hunger grew, and travelers who strayed too close to its hunting grounds were never seen again. It was only defeated when a band of warriors lured it into a canyon, collapsing the walls upon it, burying it beneath the earth. Yet, to this day, some claim to hear the distant growl of the butcher, as though it waits for the day it can emerge once more. Another tale tells of a manticore employed as an executioner by a tyrant king. Prisoners were led into the beast's lair, their screams echoing through the castle halls. But legend states that one day the manticore turned on its master, ending his reign with a single bite before vanishing into the wilds. Some believe that to this day, the creature still lurks near the ruins of his kingdom, feasting on those who dare to seek its lost treasures. The archives here at the SeekersSociety even recount the fate of an overconfident noble who sought to tame a manticore for sport. The beast feigned submission for weeks, allowing its captors to believe it had been broken. Then, on the night of a grand feast, it struck. The noble and his guests were never seen again, and the castle remains abandoned, a grim reminder of the folly of underestimating a manticore. The manticore is a terror of the wildlands, an apex predator that kills not just for survival, but for the sheer joy of the hunt. Its brutal cunning and deadly arsenal make it a foe to be feared and respected. And thus, we conclude this entry into the archives of the SeekersSociety. If you've enjoyed this exploration, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Have you encountered a manticore in your adventures or faced its cruel cunning firsthand? Share your stories in the comments below. And if there is another creature that you would like us to explore next, please let us know. Until next time, Seekers, stay sharp, for the hunt is never truly over.